Welcome back to another episode of The Weird and Unexplained with John. I'm your host, John, where history's strangest mysteries spring to life. Today, we're going to Strasbourg, in the heart of Renaissance Europe, to a city that hosted one of history's wildest epidemics, a plague that didn't bring fever or boils, but one that swept people into wild, uncontrollable dance, and wouldn't let them stop. Imagine this: Strasbourg, July 1518. The sun is beating down. A woman, Frau Troffea, steps into a square and just starts to dance. There's no music, just the relentless stamping of her feet. Minutes turn into hours, day turns to night, and she dances on, her feet blistered and bleeding. Witnesses watch in shock. The next day, more people join her. Within a week, dozens are dancing. By the end of the month, historians estimate as many as 400 people had been claimed by this unstoppable urge. They danced until they collapsed. Some even danced to death. So what possessed these people? Let's set the scene. Strasbourg in 1518 was a city under extreme pressure. Famine, disease, and the constant threat of religious persecution hung heavy in the air. People's lives were filled with hardship, superstition, and anxiety. It was in this powder keg of a city that the dancing plague struck. It all started with Frau Troffea, but soon the authorities had to intervene. They thought if they hired musicians and built a stage, the dancers could dance it out. But it did the exact opposite. The music fed the frenzy. Up to 15 people were dying a day from sheer exhaustion and heart attacks. Doctors were baffled, declaring it hot blood. Priests thought it was a curse from St. Vitus and held processions. Nothing worked. In a final, desperate move, the dancers were carted off to the shrine of St. Vitus to pray for forgiveness. Miraculously, as this happened, the epidemic began to slow. By September, the dancing had stopped. So what caused it? The leading theory is mass psychogenic illness, or mass hysteria. The immense stress and fear the community was under may have triggered a psychological break. Another theory is ergot poisoning from fungus on rye bread, which can cause convulsions, but most scholars think this doesn't explain the coordinated, days-long dancing. A third theory combines religious fervor and social contagion. The belief in curses from saints was so strong that once the idea took root, it spread like wildfire. The dancing plague remains a chilling lesson. Under extreme pressure, the invisible force of collective emotion can grip even the strongest among us. Could something like this happen today in the age of social media and viral trends? The psychology says yes. Thank you for joining us as we retraced the feverish steps of Strasbourg's dancers. If you liked this, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Weird and Unexplained with John.